cycle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They're set up at the 35 now. Man in motion out of the slot. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Running once more with Henry. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
And the Texans go in nickel coverage, third down. Lamar now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Catch is made in close. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when he could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Justin Tucker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Dameon Pierce now to return it. And look at this return. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is someone who became an absolute superstar last year as a rookie. Drafted 2nd in 2023, it's C.J. Stroud.
CJ may not have been the #1 pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, but he was clearly the #1 rookie in all of the NFL last year. Near unanimous Rookie of the Year. In fact, even earning MVP votes, Kate, it wasn't just a little bit of a rebound and a rebuild for Houston. It was a remake in a hurry. And what can he do in his sophomore season? It will be must-see TV.
Stroud in the air to start us off. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it.
Fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And this is picked up by the Ravens. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and that next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
A tight end in motion now. They go play fake with Jackson. Complete Derrick Henry. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Sending the tight end in motion left. Jackson now on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. The Texans and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. And I'm sure they all got a stern lecture on ball security between possessions after they fumbled it away on their last series. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to tuck it and run. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Dell now in motion right. Flushed out of the pocket. Yeah, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You just feel this defense starting to come alive, don't you, Kate? Got their first turnover last time out. Now they put their first sack on the board. And big plays on that side of the ball, well, they can come in bunches. Defense sure hopes to keep this faucet going, and the offense wants to turn the spigot off immediately.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. This is complete to Schultz. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about 8 seconds. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Complete to Dell. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Stroud off the play fake. Finds Woods. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's first down. Working inside the red zone. And he's got it. Tagged away out for it for touchdown. The Texans cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Texans tie this game 7-7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Hill now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion right. He's contained at the line for no gain. Will Anderson Jr. in on the stop. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You know, that's one of those plays when you call it, you expect to get decent yards every time. Seeing it stopped at the line, man, that's deflating offensively.
Second and 10 now. Gets this to Bateman. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. No gain there, and that'll bring up 4th and a few.
Man, it is tough to fool this defense with how they just react to these plays, Kate. They held that line, the QB keeper, it gets 0.
Here's Jordan Stouts coming on again to punt. On the return for the Texans, Steven Sims. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it's going to be Texans football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Escapes the pocket. He keeps it and takes off. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. To the air, Stroud. Dell with the grab. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And no luck there, and that throw falls to the ground.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. From the gun, Stroud. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on 1st down. Shotgun now for Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that sets up 2nd and 5. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
They managed a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Stroud now on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Dell now in motion right. 1st down, Stroud. Schultz with the catch. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They're going play action. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning-quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Mixon has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Again, the give to Mixon. And he's in for the touchdown. The Texans break the tie here in the 1st. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's Tylan Wallace on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Baltimore running its offense out now. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the 1st defender. Heck, not even by the 2nd one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
This is Henry on 2nd. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. Andrews with the catch. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Blitz coming, Lamar. Completed to his running back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Caught by Flowers. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Again, it's Jackson to the air. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Throw on third down. The screen pass falls incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And now they're up against it here on fourth down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Staring at fourth down, the Ravens will go with Justin Tucker to try for three. Ball on the left hash, 37 yards out. Bullock's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. We played one here on Christmas Day. Neither side separating much so far. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's Steven Sims with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Texans back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Stroud now. It's incomplete. Risky throw to the sideline. They're lucky that defender didn't keep on going down the sideline there. It's going to be 2nd down.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled for a short gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. And they've gone to him as a receiver to complement his presence in the backfield, Brock, to some good early results. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here's 2nd and 7. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
The Texans bringing out an extra DB. 3rd down coming up. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money, a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
Jordan Stout on now to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And it's going to be their football coming up. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Stroud. He finds Woods. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Stroud. Finds Woods. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw?
Well, John Harbaugh's challenged plenty of calls in his career, and he's got the red flag out once again. So what we're all looking for here, did he secure the catch and maintain it while also getting both feet down?
Yeah, this is why it's a perfect look. This is why teams scout body control and field awareness for these pass catchers. For moments like this. He did not have much margin for error, and it happens oh so fast.
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a 3rd one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Back to throw, Stroud. Pass caught by Mixon. And they take him down right along the 30.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. And it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Collins there to grab it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. A give to Mixon up the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Stroud off the play fake. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Well, I'll tell you what that deflection is all about is following the quarterback's eyes. DB knew where that throw was going. With that intuition, he was able to get a hand on it and send it right out of bounds.
Escapes the pocket, and he carries it in for the touchdown. The Texans now lead by 10. C.J. Stroud, the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Point after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans drive their lead to 11. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Wallace with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. They find themselves down 21-10 as they take over. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Henry. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
On 2nd down, here's Henry again. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. The tackle there by Danielle Hunter. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Jackson now on 3rd. Finds Aguilar. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Gets this to Bateman. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Jackson gets this one to Andrews. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. That stop coming from Henry To'o.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
3rd and short, he's taking the option right. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. Steven Sims deep to return. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. No return on that punt. And the Texans' drive is going to start from deep in their own territory. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. This is Mixon. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. On the ground again with Mixon. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Keeping it with Mixon. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Running with Mixon out of the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Stroud. Finding Collins. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. He gets 6 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They're set up at the 35 now. On play action, here's Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything, and they just did.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. Into the hands of Schultz. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
2nd and 3 now. Running back sent in motion left. Completed to Collins. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First and 10, a run to Mixon. Jukes one defender. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Still on the move, coming to the line for first and 10. From the red zone now. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Ravens tap the football down inside the 10. They're at their own 9-yard line. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
We see the Ravens making their way out now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Here's Henry on the option. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Slot man motioned over. Throwing now on first down. It's Jackson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Tight end in motion right. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Connects with Bateman. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best like curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
They've got first down from the 31. Now Jackson. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. This one intended for the running back. And it sets up second down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Lamar off the play fake. He's got Andrews.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. They send him left out of the slot. Now Jackson on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Lamar throwing again. He finds Aguilar. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First down, here's Lamar. This is caught by Isaiah Likely. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. And again, it's Jackson. Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. Kamari Lassiter with the pick. And the Texans put together a wonderful return. Gets them back inside the 40 following the interception.
What a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, well, to put that opposing offense right back out there, still reeling from that interception.
The Texans and this running back headed back out for a new series. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. New set of downs for him at the 38. Here's Stroud on first and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Nice spot here for the offense. It's second and 1. From the gun, Stroud. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Stroud. Touchdown, Houston! Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans push their lead to 18. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Only 17 seconds left for him as they begin this drive. Forward for a gain of 3. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop. Second down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. He's back to throw. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
One last play before the break. Throwing it just before halftime. He connects downfield on 4th. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. So late in the half, Brock, why not take a shot downfield? And their prayers are answered as they come up with that late touchdown.
You know, this is just a case of who wants it more. If you're in that secondary, all you're thinking is knock the ball down.
Yeah.
Even if you make some contact, right? They rarely call pass interference on plays like that. But somehow, some way, the ball winds up as a touchdown.
Tucker on for the extra point. And the kick is good, so they take some valuable points off that lead right at the end of this half. And with that, we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. And yes, I'm going to be the one to say it, partner. Both teams hoping to find a present waiting for them in the second half. Now we'll head over to Orlando, Florida. Check in with Jonathan Coachman for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll let you and Brock catch your breath as we welcome the rest of you to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We just watched a very good first half out of the Ohio State man, C.J. Stroud. He threw 2 touchdown passes, ran for another, as his guys have the lead at halftime.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Pierce now on the return. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The home teams and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, but look at this. He gets it back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
We all saw the brief moment of full-on panic between the ball coming out and him getting back on it. The impressive part is he kept his composure while it was still loose. One mistake didn't become 2, and he cleaned it up before any defenders could.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Ravens swoop it in, and they bring him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That's why these coaches get paid, Kate, what they get paid. You got to make adjustments. That's a different look at defense than the one we saw in the first half. And you got to keep fighting, keep scratching, keep clawing, because that effort is going to be key here the rest of the way.
The Texans set to punt. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. Got 46 on his first punt, so this one's pushing a little more distance. Calls fair catch and has it inside the 40-yard line. The Ravens headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. 3rd quarter starts with a run from Henry. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
They go play fake with Jackson. He rolls to his right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there, and a new set of downs. Well, nearly the end of that series, partner. You could almost see those players rooting for the ball to bounce across that sideline before a defender made the recovery.
Yeah, sometimes that sideline's a player's worst enemy, but sometimes it could be their best friend, and this is one of those times where that best friend delivered.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Dump off caught by his back.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Henry. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Jackson now on 3rd. He's on the move. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Ravens shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. His 3rd total score this game. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down. Didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind. But you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Jackson's throwing for it. And they get the 2-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now. Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A three-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Pierce now on the return. Return's looking good so far. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. On play action, here's Stroud. Dumps it off to his running back. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Running it with Mixon. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Stopped for no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th and 2.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
They'll bring out the punter here. Tommy Townsend will kick it away. And the fair catch secure here at the 16. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. So no return on that punt. And the Ravens will go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. This one's to Andrews outright. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. Studden had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense, and I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Running once more with Henry. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Lamar now from the gun. He'll get this to Henry.
Kid, I'm going to call that, even though it looks like nothing on the stat sheet, a win-win for both sides. The defense, well, they rally. They get right to that throw in the flat for a no gain. The offense, well, they just remind that defense, you not only got to cover us vertically, but we're going to stretch you horizontally as well.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Henry's going to try to pick it up. And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. No gain there, and that'll bring up 4th and a few.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it's going to be Texans football. Houston's offense back out now and ready to go. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. He's got to gain a 6 there. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
From the 29. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Stroud from the pistol. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And 4th and 4 coming up. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at 4th down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Now, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3 and out.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it'll be their football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. 1st down throw for Jackson. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Flying down the middle with Henry. And they'll only let him get up to around the 28 before taking him down. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Now it's Lamar. Working the sideline. Oh, he got it. Drug the feet. That's a catch.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They'll send their tight end right. 2nd and 6 now. Andrews with the catch. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. Here's 2nd and 11. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, we chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Out now come the Texans on offense. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. From the gun, Stroud. He throws a bullet down the left. This is caught. Looks like he stayed in bounds too. Great work. 35 on the pickup. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Now it's Stroud. Dell with the grab. Breaks through, and he might break away. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Shotgun now for Stroud. He finds Woods. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. Has some space inside the 15. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that makes it 2nd and goal. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain, and now they're just inches short for 3rd down.
So often we talk about the individual having to move on to the next play. Well, that was a perfect picture of the collective. That defense staring down 2nd and 1 rose to the occasion collectively.
Now Stroud on 3rd and goal. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Texans make it a 9-point advantage. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game?
Yep.
Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans make it a 10-point ball game. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Wallace with a return here. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Ravens trotting out their offense. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And they needed more than one defender there. Powerful runner, stop for just 1 yard.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming. But more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Gets this one to Andrews. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. from the 46. Taken in by Likely. And they make this stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Again, it's Jackson to the air. Finding Flowers. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 27 on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
They're now set for 1st and 10. He'll try left side out of the option. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
Tucker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Pierce now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Mixon on the counter. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. Running back sent in motion. Here's 2nd and 14. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 27.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
So just a lone quarter remains in our Christmas Day game. It's the Texans in possession of it, needing to preserve that lead over one final quarter. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Back to throw, Stroud. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
So out now comes the punter. And he'll try to hit this one well. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And they're going to take over possession. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Into the hands of Likely. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Tight end motioning right. 2nd and 3. This finds Likely. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
New set of downs for him from the 46. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll get this to Henry. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 from the 41. Pistol snap to Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And they take him down right along the 30. 2 yards on the pickup. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Lamar out of the pistol. That's incomplete left side. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 2nd down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Trying to find his tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Jackson now on 3rd. Aguilar with the grab. And he's short of the 1st after a mile gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And in the fourth quarter, that's going to tie the game.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Sims now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. A handoff for Mixon, running right. And he reaches the 35 before going out. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. Man, offenses love execution and plays like that on 1st down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
1st and 10 from the 41. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel like, Kate, he's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said. Some nice touchdowns as well. But there's still a couple of these looks in coverage that are giving him problems, and he's got to figure that picture out.
Back out runs their offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Caught by Flowers. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They send a receiver in motion right. Lamar off the play fake. Henry on the catch. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it in addition to slinging it all over the field.
2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a fourth-quarter lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Caden. Some players, that's the world they thrive in, finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast, trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Sims now on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Texans ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. A give to Mixon up the middle. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. From the gun, Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun now for Stroud. That's caught for the 1st. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans now trail by just a point in the 4th. Tank Dell the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Wallace with a return here. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. First and 10 now from the 30. One of the tight ends motioning left. On first down, Jackson. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Texans take over just inside the 40. They're at the opposing 39.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Now we get a look at this Texans offense. And I'm pretty sure, Brock, they hadn't even all sat down on that sideline yet to rest. And now they're right back out there with a great chance to repeat their last touchdown.
And you will take that every day of the week and twice on Sundays. You don't mind at all. You got that defense right now reeling after the touchdown. And look at where they start with the football now.
On the carry, this is Mixon. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Keeping it with Mixon. And they take him down right along the 30. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. That's why they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Kaimi Fairbairn on now as we see how he handles this moment. Ball spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. Kicked well, and this is good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Wallace with a return here. This return makes it up to the 25. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. The drive begins with Henry. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run. And that sets up 2nd and 2. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
You know what that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he's just waiting for the perfect lane and the breakaway run. But against defenses in this league, you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They're running the option, short side. Juke the defender. And they take him down right along the 30. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw, Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for Mark Andrews. So 2nd down coming up. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
He has room past the 25. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. That's taken in by Henry. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And in the 4th quarter, that's going to tie the game.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Pierce now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Another drive coming up for this offense. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Going right side, mixing with it. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Mixon on the toss. And he's brought down after a short gain. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Back to throw it. Brought in right side. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. No return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now here's